Hi friends, I'm Joshua, and today, a Gwenting we shall go. So for this first video, I just want to introduce you to building a deck in Gwent. The tutorial gives you at least a basic explanation of how to play the game, but I want to start right now by opening up a few kegs. Now, there are 4 different kegs you can purchase just with iron ore. The Iron Judgment keg, the Novigrad keg, the base keg, and the Crimson Curse keg. Now, each of these have their different pros and cons, and most of them have at least a smattering between the different factions, with Novigrad heavily focused on building up your Syndicate faction, which you don't start with. But right now, I want to do the Iron Judgment keg. So I had 800 ore, bought 8 kegs. I just wanted to do kind of a mid-sized opening with you guys. Again, totally free to play here. Just play a bunch of rounds of Gwent. You'll get your ore. And I'll do another video on how to work through the story modes to get as many rewards as you can. Now, let's start opening up some of these kegs. Come on, shoot. Show me the money. All right, see here? You get a good smattering from each of the different factions. Oh, look at that. I got a Dracoturtle. That's one of the best cards in the game, and it's specifically focused on Skellige, which, as it turns out, is my faction boost of the day. So whenever this unit loses armor, boost self by the amount of armor lost. All right, let's get out of there. Go back to the main menu. Let's open up Deck Builder. I want to put that Dracoturtle to use. Start a whole new deck based off this guy. And because I've tested out some of these decks, I have a general idea of the faction leader I want to use. Again, he's based in Skellige, so I'm going to start with Skellige. I'm going to look through. It's always a good idea to check through here. So you have Onslaught. This one, is one of those starting abilities. Just does 1 damage, cooldown 2. You have Reckless Flurry, which you can use once. This says 8 damage randomly dispersed amongst all enemy characters. Here is Patricidal Fury, Second Wind, Sacrificial Vanguard, and Ursine Ritual. These are each good faction leader abilities, but right now I think I'm going to stick with Sacrificial Vanguard. Reason for that being, Dracoturtle is a Skellige base unit, even though I got it from the Iron Judgment pack. It's, again, a very overpowered card. It starts off with 6 health and 6 armor, and every time it takes damage to its armor, it boosts itself by that amount in vitality, which gives you more points to win the round. It's a win across all levels, especially since Skellige relies on self-damage abilities to boost other characters. Alright, so I just kind of zoomed through that. I'm going to start loading a game here. If you watched really closely, you'll notice that I deleted some cards, added some back. More than happy to give you some tips and tricks on how to build a deck. Just always keep an eye on that provision count, the character count, and the required 25 cards. But let's take this deck out for a spin. I didn't draw my Dracoturtle, and remember my leader ability lets me draw from my discard pile. So I'm going to throw down this guy, see what I get. Oh my gosh, look at that. Dracoturtle out already. Only card in the graveyard. I could play it right now, but I don't have a refresh leader ability, and I can only use it once. Plus, I had the first turn boost, so I have to be conscious of my card count, which other videos are going to cover as well. But right now, I just want to focus on getting my cards out, working this guy's card count down, making sure I don't have a big card disparity with him, and pushing on to the next rounds. I'm going to kind of skip through this round real quick. Alright, I think this guy's pretty much wrapped it up. We're going to drop down another card here, just so we can close out this round. Since he's bled my deck, at this point, I just got to make sure I throw down enough cards to win. That's going to force me to go first next time, but I'm already anticipating that since both our card counts are low, unless I get a crazy good card, because I'm down 3-4, I'm just going to pass this round and force him to drop down a card so that we're evenly matched for the last round. Plus, I'll be able to go second and react to him. Yeah, see, we lost that round. He played a card that was only worth 3. Quickly over. Now we're on to round 3. This is where the money's made. Now, remember, I still have that Dracoturtle in my graveyard. I can play that using my leader ability, which gives me the advantage of having 1 extra card, plus I'm going second. So right now, I'll finish with less card down, and I'll be able to play that extra card. Notice I have 2 of Malindrome cards. Those do 3 damage to me and boost me by 9. When I use those on my Dracoturtle, he's going to go down by 3 armor, which will give him 3 vitality, and then boost him by an additional 9 vitality. Now, I skipped through this in the first round, but he played his Maurice character, which is the elimination character in the Syndicate deck. So I know that unless he has another crazy, ridiculous card, he's not going to be able to kill my Dracoturtle in 1 hit. So I got to make sure to protect it, but also lay the groundwork to get that synergy with Svalbard Priest like I did before. So let's drop down this Dracoturtle. Might as well get it started. Now, I use my Svalbard Priest before, but I have Svalbard Cultist in my deck as well, which has the same basic ability, she just doesn't boost herself. Note that she could heal a character on the left, but because I have all armor-based units and an armor booster, I don't really need that right now. Now, this guy's going to play a Sly Seductress early. That's a smart move. He also has enough coins to boost it, give it a shield, protect it. So he's going to get 1 point every round that I play. So I need to be conscious of that as I count down my score. But again, my Svalbard Priestess is going to do enough damage to my character to get me 1 point per round as well, as long as I keep my Dracoturtle armored up. Albertus Kalkstein is a pretty good character, but he's not really going to help him here. I don't have anybody that poisons or places bounties or anything like that, so I also can't force him to spend the coins, but we are where we are. Alright, now I've got my build that I wanted. That Dracoturtle's getting 1 armor every turn and losing 1 armor every turn, which gives him 1 vitality. So he's in a current place of stasis in terms of absorbing damage. I just have to make sure he doesn't get hit too hard from this guy, but candidly, he's got 2 cards left. I don't really think that's going to happen. There's always a chance he's saving a big gunner card for the very end to wipe me out, but I just have to keep on with this strategy because candidly it's the best one I've got. Plus, remember, I'm going to go last, so I'll be able to use my other Modrome card just to boost one of my other characters if necessary. Again, they're armored, so they're not going to lose any of their actual vitality, which counts towards my winning points. You could feel this guy getting nervous. He just uses Blacksmith to boost his other 2 cards with almost all of his coins. Again, you can do that as much as you want with that card, but it's not going to do him a lot of good. Alright, he's boosted his cards, but I don't think it's going to save him. Alright, we're down to our last 2 cards. They're both Modrome. So I am still just slightly anxious that he has some card that's going to wipe out my Dracoturtle, but again, this is my best play. Might as well lay it down. Let's give this guy a little taunt, though. There we go. Look at that. Down by 3 on armor, boosted by 3 vitality, then another 9 boost. So that's 12 net points right there. At the end of this turn, since I'm still getting fed that armor, I'm going to get another victory point from that Svalbard Priestess. Let's see what he's got. What's he holding back in his hand? He's fed himself 5 coins. Oh, Savala. That is an epic card. Salamandra, but if he had 9 coins at the beginning of his round, he would have been able to pay the 9 tribute and summon Savala's Frightener. Again, that's 11 vitality with 6 armor. There's not much you can do against that card. Lucky for us, we scared the bejesus out of him and got him to throw his coins away early. There we go. Drop the last Mardrome, up to 36 vitality on that Dracoturtle. And that's how you can use your kegs to put yourself over the top. Have fun, keep on gaming, and remember, go a Gwenting.